Hey, welcome Ashley, allthingsdentistry.com. I'm going to talk really briefly about a super exciting topic, articulating paper. Yay. But I didn't learn anything about articulating paper until I got to the residency, and there are a few things. The only things I knew before I got to the residency were there were different colors, red and black, and then different thicknesses. There was like super thick and not super thick. And every time I wanted to do a restoration, I used super thick just because I didn't want the patient returning back on sick call. So, what do I know now? Well, there are different thicknesses. I knew that, but they're actually measurable. We've got from AccuFilm, which is a classic that we use here, black and red, and it's 21 microns. I've cut it in half, and I've got the regular width. We've got this other stuff, this articulating paper, it's 40 microns. We've got the horseshoe, which is getting even thicker, and then we've got the cardboard, which is that thick stuff I used to use. And so articulating paper, depending on what you're doing, I mean, typically, like Dr. Dre says, articulating paper is going to show you where it is, and shim stock, which is this funny stuff, is going to show you how much. So there are there are probably several different thicknesses. We've got 12 microns and 8 microns. So how do we apply this? Well, let me show you what I'm doing with these CAD-CAM crowns. I'm going to throw these other articulating papers over there. We typically don't use them. We use the 21 millimeter here, 21 micron. So we've got these two CAD-CAM crowns. I'm just adjusting the contours a bit, even though you try to do it as much as possibly on the computer. Sometimes you still need to adjust them once you get them into your hands. So with regards to the contact, I'm going to use 21 micron, place it on hemostats, and you obviously do this intraorally too. Place it between and then pull. Now you can see I'm getting a bit of a nice tug and a break, which is great. So there are my marks. Oh, I just blew everything away. Okay, so that's one way of doing it. Also, when you're checking contacts, interocclusal contacts, what you can do is cut this in half so you can get more specific. Now, I never really thought of that. So if you're getting the patient to bite down, and then you can pull, and when you pull, as you're pulling, it's creating a little bit of friction, and then it's going to mark better. And the same thing here. We typically don't, I mean, everyone's different. I've typically gone away from using articulating forceps just because I can't do the tug, especially when the teeth are a bit moist. It just sort of, it pulls it right out of the forceps. So we just use these. And now with shim stock, if I want to get really exact about whatever contact, whether it be, because the articulating paper, you know, is 21 microns, and it also tells you obviously where you want to be, where you are. So with this, now it's not going to break as easily, and it's giving you a really nice feel. So what am I doing with this? Well, I'm going to either use, you can use floss if you don't have all this other stuff. You can use shim stock, but that's not going to tell you where, but it's going to tell you that, okay, I barely have 8 microns of contact, but I do have 21 microns, because when we pull this through, it's good and tight, and it tells us where. The last thing I wanted to show you was when you're trying in a crown, one of the ways that Dr. K showed me how to do this was take your crown, and this is intraorally, place the articulating paper. Now the thin stuff, you can't, it's hard to do with the cardboard. Seat the crown, pull off, and that will also mark. It will show you where your contacts are. Okay, just a little bit of articulating paper fun. Cheers.